Buonasera a tutti. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Seems like Alberto was having a nice dance.
Man, that music, I felt like I was walking into the Colosseum like a gladiator. Bum, 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 bum. Like,
I,
holy,
I like those kind of cinematic things,
gets
you
me
know what I mean?
fired up, man.
Well, that's a good way to start, don't you think?
Absolutely. I don't know if I need
Anyways,
help getting fired up, but that's good. That's good. I like it.
I'll give you the help. I'm pretty sure the audience, whoever shows up, bad or good, will fire us up as always.
Oh man.
Anyways, buonasera a tutti. Welcome to another edition of Calcio with Reno. And what is a pleasure to have my paesano, Mr. Alberto, in the house from All Juve Cast. I
Oh,
guess you're happy that I called you early than last time, correct?
oh yeah. Beautiful. Hey, the timing, beautiful. Well executed, my friend. I'm
Hey,
happy to
what should
be
I
here, by the
say?
way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What's that?
I said I'm happy to be here. Thank you again for
Well,
the
thank
invitation,
you. Yeah.
brother.
Well, what should I say? Last time I was at your show was in December.
Ah,
Hey, I know.
we'll see what happens Sunday. We'll see Sunday if we meet
Oh,
up.
Sunday? Okay, no problem. I'll be waiting.
There you go.
You're always a pleasure here, no matter. I understand with your China's busy, but not a problem to me. We have James, Char Darth Calcio, the great man Trimboli Cha too, to bring on our arch
Trimpolini.
rivals, North Macedonia, and of course, the man himself, Mr. Roberto Cabrone. Bring on Macedonia, bring anyone on. We are Italia. And
All
then
right. All
Ham
right.
Pink Reef.
All right.
All right, let's get things rocking. As you know the drill, put a like and subscribe. And of course, put a like and subscribe to all Juvecast because you don't want to miss out. He's always on top. I can catch up with him, but every morning he's always on the right details, whatever you need to know about Juventus. So this is the right guy.
I have my espresso early and then I let it fly, brother.
Oh, I love it. Every morning, like, I just love it, man.
Thank you, brother.
I try
Thank
my best in my Batmobile, but sometimes when I'm really tired, I'm just like, ah. Then when I'm in a rush at work, I can't even do it.
you. I hear you, man. I hear you.
So let's start off today. We're going to get into the national team. Then we're going to talk about all this drama with the betting case, Corona. We're going to get into Juventus news, no problem. Then, of course, some thoughts. We got a fellow Milanista on the chat with Milan Juve. And then a little recap of everything. But let's start off with this national team, which me personally wasn't really too happy, to be honest. What about yourself, Alberto?
It was actually kind of exactly what I was expecting.
Yeah, I wanted them to win, but unfortunately, the Italia, it's not the Italy that we seen 2021. Then what we seen with England today played pretty good today, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They got a
I
squad.
was
They got a
surprised.
squad. The differences between the two sides you can clearly see. You can clearly see on the pitch. And
Yeah,
right now they got, one of the guys that's arguably one of the best right now for current form, which is Bellingham, man. And the guy's just a beast.
yeah, Bellingham, Rashford,
Yeah.
what's Kane?
Yeah.
Kane has been progressing. I think since he went to what's it called, Bayern, I guess. But he has the experience. So plus, it was their revenge in Wembley. So
And any pairing you want to put together at the back, I've been saying this for a while. Italy is going to struggle because they don't have the guys that were ready to come after Bonucci and Chiellini. They have promising guys there. Okay, Scalvini's promising. Bastoni's not quite there yet either, but he's very promising.
yeah,
He's ahead of Scalvini, but no, and Acerbi has never been to a level to be like one of the sergeants out there, generals out there. It's
no,
not happening. And then you want to put Cristante in front of that?
that's garbage. When as
Trouble.
soon as I saw Cristante, I was like, this is not going to look good.
That's trouble. That's trouble. That is where you have to be the strongest. I will always say this for me: you build from the spine right up the middle of the pitch, from the center backs right up to your striker. That's where you build, and then you solidify on the outside. But if you're weak right in that middle, right in the heart, you're asking for trouble. And if you're trying
Yeah,
with Bellingham, Rashford, Foden, and Kane, good luck. Good luck. And it's not that it's a problem, but the other thing too is that these guys need time to establish with one another.
established.
And not
You're
only
with
that,
Spalletti.
but they don't play 4-3-3. So you got DiMarco, he plays in a 3-5-2 as a left
Too.
wing back, and now he's trying to play a fullback in a back four. You've got Scalvini and Bastoni that also play left center back in back threes, and now you want them in a back two. So it's like that also makes things interesting, because now not only are you trying to get used to the other guys that you don't normally play with, but now you're also trying to play positionally, not the way you do all the time with your club. So that's going to create a little bit of an issue too for this squad as they try to grow together. But as far as quality goes, yeah, there's a big gap there in quality for sure. For sure.
There is.
Yeah.
Then of course missing Chiesa.
That one hurts for sure.
That hurt. I know he's not 100%, but
yeah.
Then Gatti. Who else was missing?
Tonali would have helped. Tonali and Chiesa would have helped for sure. But would it have been the difference? I'm telling you, I don't think so, because of who we would have to play at the center backs and in the middle there. I still think there's issues there. And Di Lorenzo, I gotta say, definitely not his best performance, but he usually has been money for us, and I'm not really concerned about him overall as we keep going. This was an uncharacteristically awful game for Di Lorenzo. He's usually
because I was surprised. He played good tonight. I don't know what happened.
It's the one guy at the back I wasn't worried about going into the game, and then that tells you. So
he's sent to put Calabria. I don't know if that's going to resolve the
problem. No.
And he's saying, and Ukraine got to call Verratti and Jorginho. No, thank you. Jorginho, absolutely not. Verratti, he's not going to play because he's in wherever he is, Dubai now. As much I like Verratti because he's a paesano, but no.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Now, are these guys not going to get the call up or anything? Like Verratti, for me, can still play, and in the midfield, he's one of the best. He's a genius.
He is. But
I've always liked Verratti.
No, I like him too. I'm not the judge.
If it's up to Cristante or Verratti, I'm going to pick Verratti every day and twice on Sunday. What are we talking about here? Cristante for me is like, why is he even? Is he starting against the game against England like Cristante? What? No, come on.
Spalletti was doing a test. He shouldn't have been doing a test with this big game, especially in Wembley. They were on fire, man. I never seen.
Yeah. No, it was. I looked at the lineup and right away I got me venuto l'acita.
L'acidità.
Watch the lineup.
That's the same with me.
Right away, I said not looking too pretty. But you know what? I will say this: despite the lineup, in the first half, they didn't do too bad. And even in the game overall, in the second half, we didn't push enough. We didn't push back enough. We were very, very pedestrian in the second half. But the first half, I thought Italy did okay. And if you look at all the goals against the run of play and the 2 goals, especially, that just comes down to mistakes at the back. And these guys, we looked so scared in the defense. And that's why I say we don't have the 2 guys right in the heart there that are ready to take control and put everybody at ease. We don't have that right now. And that showed. Every time they were coming at us, we looked terrified. We looked terrified in defense. That's a problem.
What bothers me, even in Serie A with most teams, as soon as they concede that 1 goal, Italy just finito. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you can't control the game with and this is what drives me nuts with Cristante in there. You can't control with a guy like that in there. It's out the window, and it's crazy. That's why I say, like, if it's up between Verratti or Cristante, it's Verratti all day because he can control the game. He gets the ball at his feet. The other team's not taking it away from them unless they foul him. But Cristante, he can't even keep it by himself anyways. So it goes right back to the other team. You can't play with this guy in the heart of the middle. It's a problem. It's a problem. And England just pressed us, and
Oh
they won
yeah,
the ball
big
at
time. I
ease,
was surprised.
and they just came at us. And defensively, we were not ready. There's a lot of work to be done. But you know what? Again, we're talking about it. The Azzurri are almost at square one all over again. I know we
Again, yeah.
won that last Euro, whatever, but it's like full rebuild mode all over again. Since
Year after the year.
Mancini didn't refresh as he was going, he was still sticking with the same freaking guys. And now Spalletti's got to refresh and we got to rebuild all over again. But the problem is right now, there's no solid spine of veterans. You still have to have that mix. Who are the veterans on this team? They're not the ones that are ready or able to actually take on the weight. They're not quality enough. They're not
Yeah.
quality enough. The guys that need to be the generals on the pitch for the Azzurri are not quality enough.
Maybe
Acerbi's not
Bonaventura.
quality enough. He's not quality enough to be a general at the back. He's not the guy.
No. What do you
What do you
think?
get? Mancini? Mancini's terrible. I don't
I
even know
could.
how he gets picked. You're going to
No.
put him in there? Asking for problems anyways. Bastoni, Scalvini, I like those guys, but they
Yeah.
play in the back three, and it's going to take time if you want to do this in a back four. So there's going to be growing pains. It's going to be a little bit hit and miss with the Azzurri until they figure it out.
You think if, like Roberto's saying, Bonaventura, I don't know why he didn't put Bonaventura. He played good the last game.
Bonaventura has been red hot this season for Fiorentina. And if you were
Yeah.
going to play him, yeah, you probably would have played. He's an older guy.
Yeah.
He's probably going to have more poise about it and whatnot. And he's playing great this season. I was surprised Bonaventura wouldn't get played against England. But whatever, it is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, the only problem I had in that midfield was Cristante. I was okay with
Yeah.
Fratesi. I was okay with Barella.
Yeah.
It didn't end up
Fratesi.
looking pretty on the middle of the pitch, but maybe you could have made the argument Spalletti should have changed a little bit sooner and got Bonaventura in there. I don't know. I don't know. It was a weird one. It was a weird lineup to look at some of those names out there and try to figure out what the hell he was trying to do.
I don't know, man, because I'm kind of scared on the next round with Macedonia, Ukraine, because after the experience that we had with the World Cup, I don't want to see it again. Because since 1992, that we haven't been disqualified for the Euro. So I hope the boys get back and actually just win those two games.
We gotta see what happens. For me, it is what it is. I'm not losing any sleep over the Azzurri. I'm not losing any sleep over them right now, man.
I believe you.
You know, it is what it is. They can figure it out. If they can qualify, great. If they don't do it, maybe the FITC is getting a little bit of what they deserve to.
True, I can agree with you on that one, like most people are.
I mean,
I haven't.
How long have we been saying they need to get their shit together for talent building and get these clubs on board and bring
young players in?
Like, I mean, at the end of the day, figure it out. Like, you know, sort this out. Our talent pool has been struggling and on the downward end for a while. You've got, I think, Italy is the highest rate of foreign players out of the top 5 leagues. I think when it comes
that's the problem.
When it comes to the average age, we are the oldest league.
Yeah,
I believe. And I think, when it comes to the young talent coming in, we are older in terms of average age of younger players breaking into the league, because I think La Liga Spain has the lowest, which means that they have a lot of like 17-year-olds coming.
Yeah, that's what I like about Spain. We have good talent. I just don't get it with this old school mentality, man.
There's a lot to it, and we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of catching up to do, but we like to spend more time, resources, and money on shit that shouldn't really fucking be exploited to the levels it is. Because in Italy, you're fueled by drama, and that's the way it is.
A soap opera that never ends.
That's the only way a maggot like Fabrizio Corona can actually get all this media attention, all this, only in Italy. Here
The
we
new
would laugh in
Batman.
here we would laugh about it and be like, get this idiot off my TV.
He's the new Batman, apparently, of Italy.
The new Stronzo.
Stronzo, yes, it's true.
FIGP spends more time attacking Juve instead of fixing the national team.
Well, it's true. I believe you. I know most people will say, no, you're wrong because they have to defend somehow. But I don't know because after all what we've been hearing with all this BS, with the gambling problem, this and that, we need our hero, let's say, what's his name, Mr. Fabrizio Corona. If he didn't talk, nobody knew about this apparently. And I even said on my videos more than once. I bring this guy up, which my brother's a big fan of this guy. I don't know why, but don't ask
Who?
me. My brother,
Is a fan of who?
Fabrizio Corona.
Why?
I don't know. He likes this stuff. If you look at him on his profile, his name is Berardino Corona Zaurini.
I think that okay. Let me take a wild guess. He likes to watch telenovelas as well and soap operas and all
Yeah,
that. Your brother probably likes to watch soap operas too.
probably. He likes his stuff because you see, my brother has tattoos all over like him. Dresses like him.
Oh my
He
god!
hasn't been bad before. It was a lot, but now he's been okay. But while we came in conclusion in Italy that we have to be followed by this papagallo. Like it's veramente vergogna. I know most people say, "Oh, if he didn't say nothing, I get it." But even today, with all these names, I saw the little interview. We're gonna get on that. Then, whatever's going on, then we get into other exciting news. You didn't watch it, right, Alberto? The the Corona situation.
No. I try to limit my intake on Fabrizio Corona.
Well, somehow I kind of listened because I was following one of my paisans, Gobbo Toscano. He did the
Yeah,
live and he was putting, wow, they were doing a live and just doesn't make sense to me. Like there was the picture of Fagioli from the beginning at the end. No talks about Tonali get jeopardized. He was saying how Fagioli had this addiction since he was in high school, that he owns debts, this and that. I don't know. Like at the end of the conversation with Corona, Gobbo Toscano, which he was been saying for days, that he has a feeling that it might happen like 2006, Farsopoli, which I've been mentioning it too. I forgot to say it on my videos, which you mentioned it today on your last video. So I just,
you know,
I don't know. I don't know what to say anymore.
here's the problem is that there's a lot of factors that we don't really know. Like he's got a lot of names. Everybody heard the audio clips, okay,
Yeah.
of him talking and naming all these guys, all the Lazio players, one Milan player, Roma players, naming Inter players,
Players.
okay. And the one that's in the office at Lecce, Gallo, he named him too. He's not a player. So he names all
Mm.
these guys in this audio clip. It goes everywhere or whatever. And now he's playing. This guy's always wrong. He's a maggot. He's a scumbag. He like went. He was actually tried. Like Trezeguet got him put in jail because he almost
Yes.
broke Trezeguet's marriage up because he was trying to blackmail. I mean, he was trying to create problems. He almost had him split with his wife, whatever, because he's illegally getting photos and then trying
Yes,
to
I remember that.
all these teams and all these players, whatever, with
Yeah, even
nonsense.
Adriano, the old.
The guy's an absolute scumbag. Anyways, he got it right with Fagioli because he said it 5 months ago, whatever, and then it happens. Maybe, just maybe, there isn't anybody else involved, and he's playing games to keep his name hot and to trend and to.
Well,
What happened today? Hey, I'm going to give you another name after the Azzurri game. There's no fucking name. He just said the
no,
same
the El
shit that we
Zakari,
know
the one
that had been
at
gone
El
on.
Zaritsky.
So
Yeah.
maybe, just maybe, he doesn't have anything, and there isn't anybody else. We don't know. Because for me, here's the strange thing, and I said this on my video a couple times. If
Okay.
if they go in there, this guy is testified as part of this case, this Stronzo, okay? He's testified as part of this case. If you're going to give these names and you have these names, you have this information, why do they go to Coverciano and only interview and investigate Tonali and Zaniolo when Barella's there, Bastoni's there, Gatti's there, and they don't get questioned or asked whatsoever? So to me, maybe he doesn't have fuck all on these guys or anything. He's
No,
trying to stay.
nothing.
He's trying to stay trending, trying to stay hot. I don't know, but we're gonna see. We're gonna find out what's going on. And Fagioli today, he said on his Instagram post that
Yes, I
what's
saw
going
that.
on, what's being said isn't actually true. And he said, in time, I will talk and say my piece. So maybe we'll see. Maybe he didn't actually rat out Tonali like everybody's saying and whatever. Like, who knows? We got to wait
No,
and see. But you know what's funny? This is what's funny.
okay, then
Every
it's in.
time Juventus gets attacked all the time throughout all these years, all these witch hunts, all this bullshit, all this nonsense, you know, and the league starts to crumble and everything. And we carried you guys for a decade, and that wasn't a dynasty. Napoli wins one title. All of a sudden, they're in a dynasty. Okay, we get no credit, whatever. Okay, these guys make semifinals, whatever, make a final Champions League. We make two, play against two of the best
Yeah, but
teams
that
ever
doesn't count.
created. It doesn't account for nothing, whatever. Okay. Chiesa gets hurt. He's got to leave the Azzurri, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, he's playing games. He doesn't want to play for the Azzurri. You know what? The Azzurri don't deserve him, okay? And they don't deserve Buffon being a part of it either, okay? Call it the way it is. But here we go, okay? All this nonsense, okay? And at the end of the day, when you get into it and you look at this, with all this crap going with Juventus and everything and the FIGC and all this, and now you've got these cases, and we're putting out information that we're getting, and all this stuff is everywhere, okay?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, the other fan bases want to get sensitive, and they want to get hypersensitive. And you know what? I didn't put the audio clip out there. Everybody can find it in 2 seconds. 2 audio clips of Corona, given the names, going through the list, a big photograph with the names right there plastered all over social media. And an Inter fan has the balls to come at me on my channel, on my comments, and he wants to say that, hey, you know what? You should be careful what you're doing, putting names out like that. If somebody wanted to, they'd come at you and sue you for putting those names out. And I laughed. And I said, don't go at content creators because you're a little butthurt because you can't take it. And all the first thing you guys think of is lawyers, okay? Because that's all you guys are good for is your lawyers and your papers and your fucking campionati, okay? Don't come and try and intimidate me and say shit like that, okay? It's everywhere. You can find it everywhere, but that's
everyone was talking about this.
That's how hypersensitive all these other fan bases are whenever it comes to their players. He heard Barella, he heard Bastoni, and goes, where are you getting this? What are you living under a rock? Go turn on your goddamn computer and Google it in 2 seconds and you'll find it, okay? So here we go. This is just absolutely bullshit. And if you want to run like that, could you imagine them being in our shoes when every friggin' season it's another load of bullshit that they try and hit and turn on Juventus? Paul Pogba made a stupid mistake on his own. They want to make it Juventus. Fagioli's been gambling since a youth. They want to make it about Juventus. This is individual errors from these guys that are making fuck-ups on their own. And if it was up to me, I wouldn't even give a shit if Juve said, pack your shit. See you later.
I'm with you on that one. Absolutely.
I wouldn't care.
I say that all the time to these guys, but they never listen.
But they want to turn it. They want to turn it into this Juventus thing, and then you want to come at me. You want to try and intimidate me like you shouldn't put those names out there. You shouldn't get butthurt because you guys should try and put on our shoes for just one season because you wouldn't be able to handle it, and you guys would crumble like the goddamn chihuahuas you are. Now, I'm going to leave it alone for these guys, okay? But I had to get that off my chest because that
I believe you.
When people try to go on content creators' channel and try to intimidate them with nonsense. Number one, you got to wake up a hell of a lot earlier to pull one over on me. Number two, you're just not smart enough. That's why you support merda. And that's the bottom line. Now,
well, when you do it back to them, it's the end of the world. You know what I mean?
Always. Now,
Always.
that's just my 2 cents. But this is a good segue, Reno. Thank you for letting me rant there.
No,
This
that's
is a good
fine.
segue into how do you feel about Fagioli now, because it's 7 months and there was a lot of confusion, okay? Because 7 months, and then they put out the official, which is 12 months, 1
12
year.
months.
He got 1 year, but he gets 5 months rehabilitation. Obviously,
Yeah.
pace is fine. He cooperated and he turned himself in, so it becomes 7 months, okay? And he still gets to train with Juventus, and he's still paid. There are fans divided on this. Some fans say, see you later, adios. And the others say, no, he's our boy. We got to support him. We'll help him. He gets a second chance. How do you feel? This is a touchy subject.
Well, I don't know if you see my last video when I heard the news, me macking on the car, my night just
Yeah. I seen it.
Yeah, which people agree with me, even on TikTok, Instagram. Buddy, we cannot give all this support. The guy did a mistake. You're playing, like I said, how many times you heard Fagioli? The only place he wanted to play was Juventus. Even today, I heard from these Italian journalists, which this Italian journalist said that Fagioli was playing with his cousin on his garage. Then he has the opportunity to play Juventus, and you do things like this. Ma sei proprio un vagabondo. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how dare you? Okay, I understand you have this addiction, but it doesn't matter. Like, then the fact that he was crying on the summer, and I was like, let's give this guy a chance. You know, he's still young. Then mistakes are mistakes because his brain is not old there. And what I heard, I don't know if you agree with me, because this illegal bet is from, well, you call Macedonia, not Macedonia. Some at the Eagles. I always forget that name. I wrote it somewhere.
Ooh.
No, it's from. Hold on a second, bro. Oh, these illegal bets. It's from Montenegro, where they get these illegal bets. Because apparently the Serbs were in front of the Allianz Stadium attacking Fagioli because he owns the money. He had to give money to his friend to own these guys. Like, this is really ridiculous. You know
And
what I
where the
mean?
hell was Vlahovic? You can't help the guy out. You can't help the brother out. They got the Serbs after him. And what's Vlahovic doing? Se va curcare. Ma che cazzo?
I don't know.
I'm just kidding anyways. But listen, here's the thing. It's if we look at this thing, it's very, very touchy because even though it's speculation, there is the possibility that Fagioli, maybe is addicted to gambling. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was just stupid and he was gambling a little bit. Whatever. Regardless,
I'll tell you if you
as
finish.
an employer, you obviously can't release somebody just because they have an addiction, no matter what that addiction is. You can't do it solely on that. Okay. And that's what people are tying it into. And they're saying, no, that is like from a human level, you shouldn't get rid of them. You can't get rid of them. Listen, you can't do it solely on that. However, as an employer, you can do it if policies are broken. He took part in something that was illegal. Okay. Period.
Well, yeah.
Period.
Then I explain you more of what I
Illegal
heard.
betting, illegal gambling, illegal.
That was
Juve has the right to get rid of them should they choose. Okay. How I feel about it, I have mixed feelings. Okay. Because for me, what these guys do for a living professionally is insane. It's a privilege. You get paid to play a game. Okay.
yeah.
You get paid a lot of money to play a game. I understand different people, different mental capacities. Some get addicted to things. Okay. And whatever. Okay. I get that. But at the end of the day, there is so many people vying for that opportunity that you have. And number one, where did this all begin? Okay. And if this started as early as a youth, whatever, okay. And
That's what
that's what
Corona
some of
said
the
today.
rumors suggest. For me, you're not fully tuned in to the opportunity that's ahead of you for it to even start. So for me, I have serious questions about his character and his mental capacity and his mental weakness. To be honest, I saw him cry in a regular season game because he made a mistake. And I said, my God,
Yeah,
we're not playing in a final here. This is a friggin' Serie A
that's what I
regular
just
season
said.
game. Stop crying. But,
Yeah,
now it's this, and now there's more questions around him and stuff. And I'm fine with whatever the team decides. But the frustrating part for me is more so not necessarily Fagioli and what he's done and everything like that. It's the fact that it's a realization that we don't have our spine and we don't have our culture. Because even if we wanted to say, you know what, at Juventus, you don't fuck around,
yeah.
you fuck around and you find out. We
Like
don't
David
have
said.
the culture or the spine to back that up. We did it with Vidal, and Vidal was an animal for us when we said, hey, you know what? You want to play games? You want to go crash Ferraris every night? You want to have the cops at your house every night? See you later. We did it with Vidal. I'm not scared to do it with Fagioli. Okay? No disrespect to Fagioli, but I'm not
No,
scared to
no.
do it with Fagioli. And some fans are saying we should to start to establish that culture again. But the fact of the matter is, he's left us in a brutal predicament because even if you wanted to move him, his value right now is at an all-time low. So the sensible thing for Juventus is to give him a second chance and hope that he picks it up and grows. But I'm going to be quite honest with all of you. I don't think he has it in him to come back around and pick it up to where his potential needs to be. I think this is a major, major detriment in him moving forward. I hope he can wipe the slate clean and just keep going. I have my doubts, and it's because of what I've thought about him mentally and taking that next step now before this even came out. And some believe that maybe this is what's holding him back the whole time. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that this is what was playing him down and weighing him down. Maybe now it's over, done with, out in the open. He can move forward. I hope so. But Juve has to act now. And what if we bring in guys that now push him to the back burner? That might happen. Samardzic.
Yeah, you said it today.
Samardzic. I think he's coming. I think he's coming January.
So it's more Samardzic than Turam, more likely.
Turam, Nico Skira just said like an hour ago, not going to happen in January. Nice won't. And I've been saying this for like months before anybody. I go, I don't see Nice getting rid of him. Number one, he's playing great. Number two, his value continues to skyrocket, and they're looking for outright sale. If Juve doesn't want to buy Højbjerg at 30 million outright, I can't see them getting ready to spend 40 to 50 on Thuram in January outright. Samardzic, this guy checks all the boxes off, bro. He's offensively creative. He's talented. He's good. He plays right in the position we need. He's young. He's on a loan with right to redemption. His salary is 400,000 euros right now. We are going to triple it. We could quadruple it. We could pay 5 times that and be comfortable. He checks all the boxes. And people say, well, he's just a hype player right now. It doesn't matter because these are the types of opportunities we should be taking. Because if you're going with Thuram's not a guarantee either. Samardzic is in form right now, just like Thuram is in form. But the difference is that if you want Thuram, you got to get into a war in the summer. That's what's going to happen for Thuram. But if you want Samardzic, you can get him in January. He will want to get out of Udinese. They're just a dumpster fire right now. They got players injured everywhere. They can't do anything. Last year, everybody wanted Sottil at Juventus. I said, take it easy. Who the hell is this guy? Starts off a season hot. Now here we go. Granted, he's got a ton of injuries. Doesn't matter for me. But Samardzic, I guarantee you, if we go knocking in for January, I guarantee you he's going to come. And Skira says next week the talks will start. We might even send a player over there to make the deal happen.
I hope so.
Well, we got players to spare. Some of these young guys got to get used up. We're not going to keep all these young guys. We're not going to keep them all.
No.
It's impossible.
It's unfortunate.
It's impossible.
Yeah.
Make it happen, Alberto, man. I'm on the Samardzic train.
Well, same. But look at this Papagallo here. They bring back Bernardeschi. They have no money to spend. Please, we'll buy you, Milan, everything. What did Milan did? Come on, Roberto. Good luck on Sunday. That's all I can tell you. You guys make a big deal that you got all these players. What are you guys doing? Like seriously, you always laughing at us, Roberto. Fai bravo, fai bravo. Uh, who would you send of the young guys to Udine? Oh,
Um,
Ealing?
no. I would sell Illing if he doesn't want to extend his contract. I would
Yeah,
sell
sell
him.
him.
I would
And
sell him to the
Miretti.
Premier League or whatever. Maybe Hans Nicolucci Caviglia.
Or Miretti.
I don't want to lose Miretti just yet.
Mm.
So if the deal over there ends up being ownership, I'm okay with Hans Nicolucci Caviglia heading over there.
Mm. James, Reno, I hope you'll be there on Sunday. Don't worry, I'll be there at the Sharks Cup to watch the game against Milan. Are you going to be there?
I'm working on it, man. I'm trying my best. I'll know in the next couple days.
Yeah, with the Juventus Club of Vancouver. Told you Juventini out here from Vancouver. If you want to join, show me or Alberto, of course. Then I give a shout to our president or Mr. James over here. And let's get rolling. Well, if you're going to come on Sunday, mamma mia, if we win, I'm going to go Magello.
I might have to call my work and say, guys, I'll come back
Really?
next Monday. The next Monday.
I know you won't, James. You will have a reason why. So
Yeah. Early
the big day.
congratulations to James.
Yeah, I already give you congratulations, Mr. James. So yeah,
It's an ugly situation, man. This whole Fagioli thing for Juventus and everything, and it presents some problems. Like, what is he gonna do with the lineup, Massimiliano?
I don't know. I want to get into this because Trim got the point. We lost our identity. They need to start back at the top, and Jundli is that man. He is starting to shape the culture. Well, I hope so, because we don't have La Sociedad. There's nobody defending us. Even with this crap with Corona, nobody's defending us. They're keeping their mouth shut. You know what I mean? Then Elkan sits there, we're going to build. But Elkan, for me, I'm sorry. I don't know about you. He doesn't.
Well, he's not the guy that's right out front in the open. He doesn't like to be that guy. That's
That's the
not
thing.
his.
He keeps his mouth shut. He just cleans it. That's why all this shit is happening
That's
against us.
dude. He's not that guy. He's not the president. Like, he's not making those moves. Like, he's
I
not the
know,
guy.
but
You're looking for Elkin to come out, and he's not the rah guy, and he's not going to get on a microphone. He doesn't like to do it. He didn't even like doing it at the Black and White show. He grabbed the microphone. It sounded like a mouse. He doesn't like doing that. That's not him. That's not who he is. That doesn't mean that that's the sign that our culture needs to take shape. That's not the sign that our culture needs to
well, a
take
lot
shape.
of things. A lot of things.
The sign of our culture needing to take shape is the fact that players can seemingly get paid a lot of money, be rewarded with starting spots without actually fucking earning them. The fact that we're not really creating a lot of fight for position along the lineup. The fact that guys can do shit like this and we can't even afford to cut them loose when they get involved in illegal activity, no matter how severe it is, because we need them. And that's kind of a sign of where we've become and where we've gotten to. The culture has changed completely, but it's not because of Elkin. Elkin's made right moves. He brought in Calvo. He found a way to get Giuntoli in here. He's got the finances cleaned up after a shit show from Paratici and what Agnelli allowed to happen over the last problem. Like, this place is a mess right now. It's an absolute mess. Elkan also, now he's been a part of bringing in Calvo, and Calvo pushed hard to get the Ultras back into the stadium, which is finalized. They are now back permanent. Okay.
That's a beautiful thing.
Bravo. He also finally approved a bond that is gonna help Giuntoli start to be able to do his job and work. All right. So it's like, I'm not blaming Elkin whatsoever for what's going on. The
The
problem is
reason,
we lost sight of who we were during the
yeah,
final
that's the
years of the
thing.
Agnelli thing. The final years of Agnelli lost track, and he had this vision, and he went so hard on this vision and trying to do this, and it was all flash signings, big players. We got to be with Real. We got to be with this. You don't have the bankroll to roll with Real, and you keep playing games with the negatives. We were in the books negatives, year in, year out, year in, year out. COVID hits, boom, you're screwed. And then we tried to patch it. We didn't just bite the bullet, take the hits, move on, and keep going. It's going to take time.
No, the reason why I say that because I hear that from a lot of Juventini from Italy, they all blame on Elkan. They always say like lui è il problema. That's the reason. I get your point, like you specified perfectly. I hope they put partners that they can manage to do everything to build the Juventus that we love after what we've seen the 100 years of Agnelli. So, but a lot of them they're against Elkan.
They can do whatever the hell they want. He's not to blame. Where we are right now is because of Paratici and Agnelli.
That's true. I agree on that one.
They lost track of what made us who we were.
We are.
Smart signings, okay? They started doing flash. Paratici's buying these players. Kulishevsky made no damn sense for 40 million euro. What the hell? We were like, why do we need another winger? We need help in the middle of the park. We're getting Kulishevsky for 40 million because he scored 7 goals with these clowns. Who cares? Comes over, big deal, another waste of money, and then we got to get rid of him, and it's a mess. He's spending money on Delict, paying him outrageous money, whatever. And to be honest, the other guys were still better. It's like, I don't know what the hell we're doing. And it was flash. Ronaldo was on this crazy salary because we wanted to bring him in. Okay, Ronaldo was a killer, scored a ton of goals, but you can't do anything else with the rest of the roster. And it was just problem after problem after problem. And Paratici set us back so long. And Agnelli allowed it to happen. No matter what Cherubini was saying, no matter what the other guys around him were saying, Agnelli allowed it to happen because Agnelli was too damn busy chasing this Super League shit and all this.
I agree on that one.
Trying to be at the table with Barcelona and Real and all this shit. And at the end of the day,
you can't compete with those guys.
At the end of the day, we were already there doing what we were doing before. But we changed our strategy. We trained our ways. We went with Paratici. And to be honest, the guy circumnavigated his mentor and kind of undermined him to get it in his position. We should have known that was a red flag at the time. So shame on us. And we get you reap what you sow sometimes.
Well, even the fact that, even for me, in my opinion, since Marotta left too, it was kind of like it went all downhill. Then, as you just said, with the Paratici Compagnabella. So, we got a fellow interista, Juve merda. Well, Inter merda sempre, Mr. Joe Masi. Remember that.
At least spell it right, man. Jeez.
Where are the papers at, Joe? Which is when he called me twice today to see what I thought about the national team and what was going on with Fabrizio Corona. But I hope you heard what we had to say with Fabrizio Corona, Joe. So, Merda in the house. Ramsey, American, Arthur Chalia. Well, Ramsey.
Etc. The list goes on and on. Terrible business. Terrible business.
3 midfield and put them on a big salary.
Salaries, got stuck with all of them, like other than Chan, stuck with all of them.
Yeah.
That's not Elkan, everybody. And you could tell your buddies in Italy, that's not Elkan that made those moves.
Well, the fact they're more mad because even what happened last year, he just went to patteggiamento. Like he just closed his hands. He didn't fight like Agnelli. That's what they're mad at. So I don't know.
It's funny that they live there and they don't understand what a bullshit system it is there.
They know that
Juve fighting was only fighting the process, not actually fighting the case. And at the end of the day,
you're never gonna win.
Do they want to let this thing go 2 years, 3 years without Europe, or do you bite the bull and say, you know what, fuck it, we'll just get back in. on the pitch like we always do, sul
Yeah.
campo, and
Sul
just
campo,
bite the
bravo.
bullet and keep it rolling. What are you going to do? They're going to kill him over that? Come on. They
Well,
fought
even the
the best they
fact
could, but at the end of the day, you're only fighting process. And in Italy, it's all a
you
joke.
never win. It's all a joke. Yeah, that's why they go against Italy. People are saying, come godo, Forza Inghilterra. I'm just like, guys, come on. Let's relax with the word. I will never go say Forza Inghilterra. Like, I always cheer for Italy because my dad was a big Italian. It's my country. So, you know, I just say FGG, vai cagare, because for me, quella gente non esiste. Gotta
Yeah.
be.
I support the Azzurri, but I will say this: it's
Not easy.
they're creating some separation, some distance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you're not gonna go say on your page on your YouTube, "Oh, Forza Inghilterra." Come on,
No,
I don't
never.
think.
Never. No.
James, great show,
Ciao,
guys.
James.
Got to catch. Thank you for coming, James. It's always a pleasure. Hope to see you next. Which maybe Mr. Alberto might come next week, the day after the Milan Juve game, if he's not busy.
Let's see what we can do. See what we can do.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I'm just bringing it out there. So if not, next time.
What
So I
else?
know you're busy. I don't want to
Man,
bug you.
we covered a lot. What else you got?
Well,
Do you
about
think
this.
Chiesa and Vlahovic are going to play?
Okay, before you know what? I hope so, or else we're gonna be screwed against Milan. Because Mr. Leg is gonna do this test. He's
I
gonna
think
block
Vlahovic is
the.
going to be in there. I'm not so sure about I think Chiesa will start off the bench, but I think
Yeah,
Vlahovic will be
bench.
starting.
If he's at the bench, not bad that he get close to the. Like I really want to beat Milan because since it's been 2 years that we haven't beat Milan, and it's not good.
No.
So
No, Max
as
has
much
to
my
dial
mom
up
is a
his
Milanista,
big game
but
record.
what's that?
Max has to dial up his big game record.
Yeah.
4-4-2 against Milan. I don't like 4-4-2.
No, we've seen with Pirlo. But hey, if it helps us out, we'll see.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Mm,
But the
I don't
problem
know.
is Danilo's out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But you could still get away with it for this one with Rugani. Rugani, Bremer, Gatti. I would do that. I would play
That's-
regular 3-5-2. I would put them at the back. I would put Weston McKennie, a right wing back. I would put Cambiaso at left wing back. I would put in the middle of the park
Okay.
Locatelli. I would put Rabiot next to him. And as attacking mid, I would put Kenan Yildiz behind
Use it. I hope so.
Vlahovic. And if Chiesa can go him, otherwise, maybe Timothy Weah.
I don't mind Timothy Weah.
And I'm a little crazy, so that one might be a little bit of a crazy lineup. I'd love to see what Mr. Trimbley thinks, but that's kind of how I feel right now. 2-man pivot in the midfield. Fix the midfield. Fix the midfield. Rugani, I have no problems with Rugani. For 2 years, he's been reliable. I have no problems with Rugani.
Well, I hope he doesn't do mistakes.
Rugani, Bremer, guy. He hasn't made mistakes for like 2 years, man. He'll be fine. Rugani, Bremer,
Well,
guy.
just
No
at
problem.
Villarreal
It's the middle
2
of
years ago, yeah.
It's the middle of the pitch for Juventus. That is a major, major problem. Major problem. Get those guys in there.
Yeah. Still putting those likes and subscribe. Of course,
Tony Trim, you
subscribe.
liking it, eh? You liking that one, Tony? You like it? Dialing that one up, brother. I think that one's going to be good. I
Yeah.
think it would be good to see. I think it would be interesting. And it would be what something Milan wouldn't expect.
Mm-hmm. Because Milan, if you think about it, they're not that super great. Like
No, but
even
they
the
find ways. But they're finding ways to win and get the job done. And ultimately, good teams do that. And hey, they're first in the table, so they're finding ways. They're going to be
well,
without
the last
Mignon and
game I wasn't
Hernandez.
happy with that handball, man. So I don't know.
Whatever. It is what it is, man. Sometimes you get the call, sometimes you don't. At the end of the day, they're
It
finding
is what it
points
is.
and they're first in the table. So all the rest is fucking noise, man. They're first in
Yeah.
the table. And whatever. They're going to be without Mignon. Hernandez, we got to take advantage.
We have to.
So We'll see. We
Yeah.
don't play in a manner that necessarily takes advantage, but maybe with a little switch in what we do in the midfield, maybe we can do it, hopefully. Yildiz needs to play, he says. 3-1
Sure,
Milan.
Roberto, keep dreaming. But if we
We'll
win,
see.
alla fine per te, then don't call me because you're not going to hear the end of it. This guy, man, he's too much when it comes to Milan, man.
Well,
Then when
let's
you
see what
stop
happens.
talking to him,
Maybe Milan wins 3-1. Maybe they don't. Maybe they lose. Who knows?
yeah, I don't know.
I personally don't think any team in Serie A has been overly convincing. Okay. I don't think any team's convincing. And I said it from the start of the season in the summer, and I'm saying it still. It's going to be tight the whole way through. I don't like nobody is impressing me, and I don't think any team is just going to run away with this thing all the way. Like, I don't think so.
Still, bro, your screen is going like
It's the
bright.
autofocus on the camera. It's okay.
Oh, okay, I just want to make sure because
Yeah.
it's not me.
Oh, it's you.
Me. I didn't do nothing. I'm here. I'm not where you are. I don't know, man. We'll see. Well, convincing. Not really. Maybe Inter, but we have to see because the Inzaghi effect affected at the Bologna game, but we'll see how long they can
But they still
manage.
won't run away with it. No team is gonna run away with this. This thing's gonna go right down to the last week, man.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing another Cinque Maggio. Mina and you and fighting, then at the end we just give it to them. That's my goal. But I like to be patient with Juve because with our style, unfortunately, so only a miracle and let's see the guys rolling because we
Hey,
can't sit here complain about Allegri. I'm just done because that's his style. We can say nothing. So
if we can't be patient with Juventus, fuck, it's gonna be a long season, man. You got to be patient.
I know I've been patient. I'm not saying Allegri out
We've been
this year.
patient for
I'm just
3 years, man. Fuck, let's be
oh,
serious.
that's a lot. But speaking about coaches, before I get move on a little bit forward,
Oh,
forward.
I got a nice little theory.
Yes, you do. And me, you agree on this.
You
I
kn-
know a lot of people.
you know how long I've been on this one. I
Yes,
was
you
on
did.
this one before Romeo, before Miracle, before Skier, before anybody said
I
anything.
remember that
I've been on
on the
this thing.
summer. In the
Oh yeah.
summer, I don't know about this Conte. I know a lot of people don't want him back, this and that, but we got to be realistic. For me, I don't. I'm a 50-50 because I don't want to see Allegri part two. You know what I mean? Because you know me. I mean, essere scaldate, no. But I've seen a lot through Facebook, the Italians, they also Conte una merda, this and that. Like they don't want him back. But he,
Mhm.
what, like it or not, for me, Conte, he is still a Juventino. Uh, that's what he did with the Merde. That was professional. It was business. He, like you said on your videos, because I never did not give him a chance because he was waiting. So he didn't want to stay without the thing. Then he's a type of guy like fixing things. So that's why he went to Inter, got the job done, and that's why he wants to come back badly. So I'm hoping because for me it's Champions League. Is Conte going to be the guy for the Champions League? You've seen it
Buddy,
in the years.
why are we thinking about Champions League right now? We have to build from the ground up.
No,
When
what I'm
Conte
saying is
first
at
came in
least we
20
play good.
when Conte came in 2011-12, were we talking
Yes.
about Champions League? No. We were 7th place and we were trying to get it going. Now our objective is qualifying for it just to get back in and whatnot. But the goal is to win domestically and compete there at every time. From
Yeah,
there,
that they're competing. That's what I'm saying.
when you get into Champions League, it's at least competing. It's not necessarily winning it right out of the gate, but it's competing in every single match that you are there for. The other biggest thing is we spent probably 15 minutes on this show today, and everybody spends a ton of time talking about, and it's everywhere. It's not our show. It's not my show. It's not your show. It's not social. It's everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody bitches, pisses, and moans about mentality, our culture, the players are weak, all this. This guy literally has made a living of establishing that everywhere he goes. He establishes a team with an instant stimulus that creates culture, that has all the players fighting. They are hungry. There is competition for starting spots, and they win and they get the job done. This guy has won trophies everywhere he's gone, pretty much. Okay. And at the end of the day, who in the position that we are in and where a project sits right now, and listen, this is me. I don't even want him back. But
The same.
who is going to be a coach at that level that will accept the Juve position the way it is right now? There's nobody else with anything to their name right now that would come to Juventus. So if you had to do a 2-year deal for Antonio Conte
True.
to get things going, get the wheels in motion, and then all of a sudden things pick up, the culture's established, maybe the players are playing good, they're hungry, they got their desire back up. And one thing for sure Conte will do, I guarantee you he will do, he will weed out the boys from the men, and we will know who we need to separate ourselves from in the locker room and who we need to keep around. He will make men out of the ones that are ready for it, and the rest
True.
can pack their bags, and we keep the roster rolling. Those are guarantees you will get from Conte. And everybody else has a lot of question marks. But, of course, it could go bad too.
Yeah,
But
you never know.
he's as close to an elite manager we can probably get coming in because he wants to come in.
Yeah, he's desperate. I know.
Everybody else has question marks, man. Everyone else has question marks. They want to talk about De Zerbi and whatnot. Well, do I want him to get his first big team opportunity at Juventus? I kind of do, but that's a tough call too. There's no guarantees. Like, he wins a game and then he gets blasted. He wins a game, gets blasted. Wins 2 games, gets blasted. Like, annihilated. It's like, I don't really know.
Yeah.
Italiano is interesting because
Yeah, I don't mind.
there might be a decent little switch there with Fiorentina. So we're keeping tabs on Italiano. Interesting. But still, I don't think it's time. I don't think it's time yet. Mota's interesting, but for me, ahead of all these guys,
Mota?
no, I'm saying ahead of all these guys, Conte, I can see why Juventus would consider him in the circumstances we're in. I can see it. I can make sense of why they would look at that. Do I want it? No, but I can understand it.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, my dream will be Klopp, but do we ever call Klopp? No.
Klopp needs time and he needs money.
Money, yeah.
Conte doesn't need it. He wants it and he bitches about it when he gets there to the players and stuff, but he still gets it. He still gets it done. That Italia side had no business in that tournament.
Yeah, he did a good job. Remember
One
with
of the worst teams I've ever
Zapata.
seen Italy put out. Oh my God. What are we talking about? Eder, Graziano Pelle, Junk Montolivo was one of the main midfielders. Shit. Giaccherini. Like, garbage team, man. Garbage team. He can do it. I can see why Juve want to do it. Do I want it? No. But my theory is, and if he doesn't go to Napoli, I'm telling you, he's waiting for Juventus and he wants the return. Okay. His wife is all over Turin everywhere, telling everybody he can't wait. Like, that's what he wants to do. He wants to come back badly. But he did also say in a recent interview that he doesn't like to join teams mid-season and he wants to wait till the summer. So maybe he goes to one of those other teams in the summer. I don't know. But I think with him being so close to Calvo, to Giuntoli, we saw him at the 100-year with the black and white show and everything, and he's buddies with everybody now. He talks about it's his biggest regret. I think there's already something set up with Calvo and Giuntoli, and he's just waiting. I think it's already set up. That's me. That's my theory. And everybody's shooting the messenger on my videos. They all say, no, Conte, no, Conte. Guys,
they say it to me too.
It's not what I want. It's what I believe is
That's
happening.
what I tell them. even through my paesans from Italy. But well, someone said on YouTube, the great Lino Juventus, se tu vuoi venire Conte la Juventus, you have to bow down your knees in the middle of the field and say sorry. Like, they just have to let it go. We cannot make their decisions. If they want to bring him back, if he proves us wrong, I'll be happy.
Well,
Then,
what's hilarious to me there is that he waited. He waited all that summer, and Agnelli. This is how bad Agnelli didn't want Conte to come back, and we pushed him to Inter, is because of the fact that he ended up getting Sarri, who Agnelli hated. Okay, it's unbelievable.
yeah, so anything can happen. Or maybe he might join the new year unexpected, the first time in history Juventus. Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
I'm not saying it will happen.
Yeah.
I
And yeah,
already lost my hope.
That Azzurri side from Conte, they lost in the shootout. They could have went all the way. They had no
All the way,
business.
yes, 100%. I remember that
They
year. I
had
was
no business going that far. It was insane what he did. And how about those PKs? Holy shit, Zaza, Pele. Oh,
Zaza, yeah, he didn't.
oh, my stomach, man. Already thinking about them.
Yeah,
Puke, man. Terrible PKs. Terrible PKs. But Conte can get it done with little. He can get it done with little.
little, yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. But
Well,
Italiano's doing good with not a very impressive roster either. So who knows?
I wouldn't mind seeing him, but like everyone says, it's a risk.
Yeah.
But hopefully in the future.
The one thing about, like I said, Conte is that I know I hear it all the time from Turin. I hear it all the time. Word on the street in Turin is Calvo is pushing his vision, and his vision is to try and bring Juventus back with Juventini. That's why he wants players as part of the management team. That's why he wants a guy like Conte back. That's why he was interviewing Tudor. That's why they interviewed Tudor, because he's a Juventino. But Conte is like a different breed of Juventino. And he wants him badly, and he wants players involved in the management team. He wants Marchisio, he wants Barzagli, he wants Del Piero, but I don't think Del Piero will do it. Del Piero's going through his coaching course. That's going to be for him. But Marchisio, Barzagli, you never know.
Let's wait and see, my friend.
That's all we can do, man. That's all we can do. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I can wait for some good news. Yeah. Closing up here, you want to do a little prediction of the Serie A? Or you just want to...
I'll fire some predictions. I'm never scared of predictions.
Because I have the list here for this week's Serie A, because now the national team, arrivederci on November. So let's focus on what we love.
If Tony Trim's here too, maybe you should come into the green room after the show.
Yeah, if he's still awake. Sure.
Okay, let's go. Fire off the list. I'll drop some predictions. You drop your predictions too.
Yes. First off, Verona, Napoli. I'll go for Napoli 1-0.
Napoli, it doesn't matter how much they're struggling. They'll beat... actually, Osimhen's out now, eh?
Yeah, for 6 weeks.
Yeah, more trouble. I think. More trouble for the dynasty, eh? I'm going to call a draw.
A draw? I put 1-0.
Yeah, draw.
1-0. Then Torino Inter. I don't know. I think they can manage to beat
Inter.
Yeah, 2-0 for Inter.
I got 2-0.
You too?
Yeah.
Yeah, no room for tonight. Okay, next time, Trimboli. Sorry.
Right. Tony Trim.
Sassuolo Lazio. I give Sassuolo 2-0.
I got Lazio 2-1.
2-1? Okay. This is Inter. I have to spell this. Then.
Bye-bye Garcia, TNT. Oh, yeah. Draw against Verona. That's probably it. No Osimhen. Maybe De Laurentiis will coach them himself.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Then we have Roma Monza. I give 1-0 to Monza.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I don't trust Roma that much.
Monza's been playing really good lately. I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
that's
with
what I'm
a.
saying.
I'm gonna go with a 1-1 draw.
Omandra, okay. Salernitana, Cagliari. I say 2-0 for Salernitana.
What is it? What teams?
Sorry, Salernitana versus Cagliari.
Oh my God. Cagliari's terrible. Salernitana hasn't won a game all year. This is the first time they're gonna win.
That's what I'm saying, 2-0.
I'm going Salernitana winning.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell the score is. I'll pick 2-0.
That's what I did, 2-0. Bologna, Frosinone. I'm going to go for Bologna because, no, Frosinone because they're close by my town. I give 1-0 for Bologna. Sorry, Frosinone. Even though Bologna is a tricky
Bologna
team,
Frosinone.
yeah, I give 1-0
Uh
for Frosinone.
Man, Frosinone's been playing good offensively. Sule's been on fire, but Bologna is very, very organized and sharp. I think Bologna is going to win 2-1.
2-1. Okay.
I'm going to pick them because they're at home.
Yes. Well, because I want to give credit to my paisans, Frosinone. So then we have Atalanta, Genoa. Uh, I don't know. Genoa has been pretty tough. Maybe a tie.
I'm going to
Because
go
Atalanta
Atalanta 3-1.
3-1. Okay. Then we got our main event, Milan and Juventus. I'm going 1-0 for Juventus.
2-1 Juve.
2-1 Juve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dang.
Then we, then we have Udinese Lecce. A tie, I guess.
I'm going to go Lecce 2-1.
2-1 Lecce. Okay. Then
Juve may be in
latest.
trouble. I don't think any of their guys are coming back yet.
Then Fiorentina, Empoli. I give
Empoli scored
2-0.
1 goal so far the entire season. Fiorentina's going to win 3-0.
Yeah, I put 2-0.
3-0 Fiorentina.
Yeah.
That's my picks. Bank on them. Put your house down on my picks. All right, let's go.
Same with mine. Anyways, I guess we can wrap it up,
Actually,
I
hey, we
guess.
shouldn't say that. There's a bit of a betting scandal. Don't bet anything.
No, yeah.
No
We have to be
betting, okay?
politically incorrect, guys. So that's what you always
We do
say.
not condone betting of any kind.
Like my paisano says, Gobo Toscano. Per favore, politically incorrect, please. Estamos attenti.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Alberto. We're going to wrap it up. Please put a like on my side. Then, of course, Alberto from OUVcast. Hope to see you next week, the day after Milan Juve, Alberto.
Oh, yeah, we're going to see what happens. I might even see you there in Vancouver.
Yeah,
So we'll see what
either
happens.
way, we'll see each other for the
Yeah,
first
you
time.
betcha. We'll have some fun.
Okay, like and subscribe, and ci vediamo maybe next week for some live action. Then, of course, I'll keep you updated for Calcio news, Juventus news, because Juventus news is never going to get away from me. So, yeah, like and subscribe e ci vediamo prossimamente. Ciao ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Forza
E
Juve fino alla fine.
sempre. E Forza Italia, bad or good, okay? Ciao ciao.